Hey folks, welcome back. Big shout out to the people that used to be in 13th Air Force. You know who you are. Alright, today, fun. I'm going to continue to kick that stupid ammo can all over the place. What we have here is the PEAVEY Patriot. This was the guitar I got at a thrift shop for probably about $7 is what it ended up costing me. And as you can see, it has a digital 4-color camouflage. There's the light tan color, the dark green color, a light gray color, and a dark gray color. Now this has had, well, first of all, this is not the paint I would have wanted to use, but this is what was available to me in Japan at the time. This is a your standard matte camouflage, kind of an alkaloid enamel kind of paint. That's what there was. It cured for 45 or 60 days because it was actually in transit from the move, and then it got 13 coats of Valspar acrylic lacquer. And when I say coat, that's as defined by the rule of threes, which meant I would dust a coat on, a spray or a pass. Let's use the word pass. I would pass, and then I would wait 15 minutes or so, pass it again, going a different direction, 15 more minutes, pass it again, and then I would wait 3 hours, do that again, wait 3 hours, do it again. 3 coats a day maximum. So a coat is made up of 3 passes. So this has got 13 coats or 36 passes on it. I don't think it's going to be enough. The problem is the paint went on really thick, partly because I didn't know what I was doing. So what I'm having to do is build up the clear in the low spots, hopefully to the point where it will meet the high spots, but I don't think we're quite there yet. So we're going to wet sand it, and if we're not where we need to be, then we will start the process again. It's time consuming because every time I'm done putting clear coat on, it sits for a month to cure and to harden. So the first thing we're going to start with, I have soaked my wet sanding paper overnight in water to get it nice and wet. I use the wet dry sandpaper. This just happens to be Noritake sandpaper, just because that's what they sell in Japan. How crazy is that? I'm using a sanding block. You can get these at automotive supply stores. They call it a rubber squeegee. For me, it's a sanding block. And this is my soak water. This is my rinse water, and I will change this in between grits of sandpaper. And you just kind of wet the surface here. And what you're looking to do, if I rotate this, you see that kind of a shine on it, especially up there. That shine I want to get rid of. I want it to be flat, because flat means that it's going to be not reflective, means it's going to be flat. So you're just trying to polish the shine off of it here. The reason we use the water on it is to carry away our sanding, the stuff that we're sanding off of it, and if we get any of our abrasive to come off of the sandpaper, we're wiping that off too. Not exactly the most exciting thing in the world to watch, I can assure you. I'm starting off with 600 grit paper. 600, 800, 1,000, 1,500 to 2,000. That's the course that we will do. Yeah, this is it for the foreseeable future. And I'm going to be here a while, so grab a beverage or two or three, have some bacon, put some tunes on. I know I will. Unfortunately, the YouTubes gets all angry and such when you put music on. But I will tell you that I listen to Pandora Radio. I have a boatload of stations. And I think today's going to be a White Snake Day. I really do. So stand by and watch the fun. That could only be wet sanding. Hey, welcome back. I've quickly gone from the 600 back down to the 400 because I think the 600 was just going to take too long. And I'm going to show you the issue that I'm running into, which I knew was going to happen. If you will look, you can see that line. The top of it is not reflecting anymore, which means that that is sanded almost level. I've gotten all the little peaks and valleys out of this. This is a very, very orange peely textured kind of coat. That's just that color. You'll notice the shiny part is the part underneath it. The next color down has barely been touched by the sanding process, and then the next color down from that has not been touched at all. So yeah, this is going to be something else. Always learning. Stand by. More to come. Alright, well, we've mostly finished the back. What I'm doing is, even though I was kind of at the beginning trying to get everything down to the base color flat, I realized that what I need to do is I need to take the peaks off, the top part of it. So what I'm doing now is I'm going through and I am sanding the top layer, the stuff that starts to flat first, and getting that, and leaving this stuff in the base, the very bottom levels, leaving that, because what I'm going to have to do is now I've moved these levels from here to here. So once I get this all done, then it's back to the clear coating process, another 10, 12, 14 coats. Then flat sand again, going from here to here. Hopefully a second round will take care of it. If we have to do a third round, we have to do a third round. I mean, it is what it is. So that's where we're at. The back side and the cutout here is pretty much done, and we will start on this after I run some errands. We'll start on this about lunchtime or so. This side I've only got, well, I don't know, an hour into. And then we'll start on the front side. Then we'll start on the sides, and then I'll let it dry for a couple, 3 days, and then we'll start the clear coat process all over again. So tune back in. Hey, we're back after lunch. I got a new sanding pad. Woo! This is the 3M Stick It foam sanding pad. It's supposed to grip the paper a little bit better. We'll see. Back for lunch. Sanding the tops down just to start working on getting things leveled out. It's not exciting stuff, but it keeps me off the streets, mostly. Keeps me out of trouble, mostly. So we will continue on. You can see, well, let's hope you can see. Let's do the little zoomy zoom here. Right there. I just scored the top of that off. Right there, it's almost flat. You just sand until you don't need to sand anymore. You'd like, here, let's see, can I put that in your way a little bit more? Here, we'll put this in the way. Maybe this, we'll put this in the way too. Okay. We'll put that in the way as well. Maybe that'll help. How's that? There we go. Here we are. I have no skin left on the end of my fingers. I think this is pretty good. Again, I've used 400 grit wet and dry sandpaper, and what I have attempted to do is to knock down the tallest part of the paint to make the difference between the bottom layer of paint and the top layer of paint a little bit less. So now, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to wait because it sounds like the weather is going to come in and play havoc with the humidity, and I'm not going to clear coat just so that I can look at it and go, oh look, crappy clear coat. So I think there's going to be a little bit of a pause, but as soon as that's over with, I assure you we will, I'll get this done, coated. I don't know, maybe 6 coats, and then we'll let it dry, and then we'll come back and we'll sand it down again. Right now it's visibly less noticeable than it was, just the texture on top of it. So hopefully with those additional coats, that will make it even less so. And then if it's still there, we'll sand it all down and we'll do it all over again. Because that's how you learn, is by doing stuff the right way. So check back later. Jameson loves you. Bye bye.